apartment. A headache, man. My head is killing me. So I'm trying to it was like a nice little ride to get here. So did a little bit of sightseeing in downtown LA, and we just, was cruising around a little bit. But I want to say peace to everybody. I don't know. I'm not gonna give a grand tour, but I'll walk around a little bit. I don't know if he really want me to put his crib on YouTube or whatever, so I'll just walk around. But I just wasn't feeling all that good, y'all. Just got a bad headache, man, and sinuses are not bothering me too much, but I don't know. I'm gonna see what I'm gonna do today. Um, I'm gonna see how my day is gonna go. Say peace to everybody. So me and the Queen C, we definitely we're gonna turn up. Uh, Here with my mom, having fun as well. So let me see if I can get part of his yard. Trying not to get too much on, but this is what I call decent living, man. You just relax. He got a saltwater pool. I mean, you know, I'm gonna go swimming tomorrow. This will be about like 77 degrees, so hopefully maybe tomorrow I might can get in the pool. And so it's 10 feet deep, so I think I'll be good enough. Shoot, man, I'm only 5'11", and then yeah, I'm not gonna show too much of his crib, man. Shoot, you see that little spot over there? I don't drink, but shoot, you only turn 40 once. You only turn 40 once. So here he is. Cool. I'm gonna get ready to just sit down and take a nap for like a little while, and just take it easy. But I just want to say peace to everybody. But yeah, man, I think that for the most part, when there was something I really wanted to talk about on the live stream. I was gonna do a live stream about it. So it's probably more now is probably the more time than ever just to quickly talk about one of the things that have been on my mind. Um, haters, you know what I'm saying? Like let me just indulge into the whole hater thing. When you have when you have haters, right? You have people that hate on you. It doesn't necessarily mean that you had to do something that was so drastically bad, or you necessarily didn't have to you know be doing anything extravagantly great, but it's just the fact that somebody sees something in you that they don't have, so they choose for that moment, period in time, to hate on you. All right, for instance, when we talk about YouTube, when we think about some of the things that YouTube has granted people, offered people, the type of, lifestyle people have gained off of YouTube. When you think about that and you look at it and you say, well, I can do that, or I can be that. The work that the people put into their channels, the work that they put into creating their YouTube pages and all of that stuff, it might look easy, but might not be. Some of the dedication that people put into to actually um, creating those things it definitely is not easy. The dedication that they put into wanting to make that, you know, that YouTube page flourishing to be something, it's not easy. It's not what it seems. But people, for some reason or another, choose to hate on people who flourish or do well in certain areas. Now, why am I talking about hate? Why am I talking about haters and hate and all that stuff? Because it doesn't strike me that, you know, these folks exist. But the reality is, we know they exist, and we know that, you know, when we tend to put our best foot forward, we're not looking, and I include myself in this, I'm not looking at who hates on me and who I can hate on, because I just do me. That's simple as that. I just do me. I just do what I feel I'm supposed to be doing in life. And I don't try to worry about a whole lot of other stuff outside of that. But then when you look at other people who, for some reason, don't like me or hate on what I'm doing, then that throws a red flag up to me, as to say, why would any individual hate on somebody that doesn't pay them any attention? Why would you hate on somebody who just can care less about where you are in your life? But people do that. It doesn't make it right. Doesn't make it any less, you know, gratifying that you hating on me because of where I'm at in life. Doesn't mean that I have a whole lot. Doesn't mean I didn't put the work in. But why would you hate on a person who, you know, potentially strives to do the best that he can and staying in his lane to do what he can? That's crazy, because you got people who hate on the job. You got people who you have these individuals that are all around you, and from one reason or one extent, or from one degree to another, they hate. And when they begin to put out that or spew that hate out there into the atmosphere, one thing about it is we tend to pay it the attention when we shouldn't, right? We shouldn't pay haters no mind, but we pay it the attention when we know we should not pay it the attention. We should not be worried about who's hating, who's not, who's with us, who's against us, who's for us, and all that. But something in us, something in our mental, our mind, our heart, whatever, something causes us to gravitate to those who hate on us, right? Why do we pay haters attention? That's the question of the day. Why do some people pay haters attention? People who hate against you. To some degree, why do we find the need to entertain people who hate on us to no extent? Now, this doesn't have to be, or doesn't have to mean that you have a whole lot in life. It doesn't, because when people hate on you, it doesn't mean that you have a whole lot. It's just that whatever's in you that they see. It could be anything. Good personality. You could be a friendly person. You could say, hey, good morning. And somebody just start hating on you because you said good morning. It could be any of those things. It doesn't necessarily have to mean monetary or wealth. It doesn't have to mean none of those things. When it comes to people hating on you, it could be something as simple as you have a great personality and they don't. It could be something as simple as a great relationship. They don't. It can be anything that somebody redeems they don't have in their life, and then they'll hate on you. So why am I talking about this? Because I know some of my YouTube constituents, some of my buddies too, they're having issues and problems, you know, with people hating on them. And my thing with that is, you know, if they're putting in the work, don't worry about who's trying to scandalize you. Don't worry about who's putting your name out there. Don't worry about, you know, who's trying to, you know, derail what you're doing. If you know that you're putting in the work, if you know that you're doing what you're supposed to do, just do it. Keep on moving. And don't worry about who's hating on you. Because at the end of the day, when you're putting in the work, you're going to reap the benefits of what you put in. That's simple facts. If you're putting in hard work at what you do, eventually the benefits out of that, you will reap that. You'll reap the benefits out of being who you are and putting in the work to create your narrative or whatever, right? I find out that the more, and now listen, my birthday's on Sunday, right? I'm gonna be 40 years old. So I'm happy. I'm proud that I'm about to turn 40. I'm proud that my birthday, is here. Oh my God, man, they got pterodactyls out here. So I'm proud to know that my birthday is right here. So Sunday, I'll be 40 years old, right? Out of my 40 years, I've experienced a lot, I've seen a lot, heard a lot, and the one thing I can say is that the people that excelled, the people that I've seen excel, was those who stay consistent at anything that they did. That's what I can say. Have I experienced and seen a lot of people getting hated on, people being sabotaged, people trying to, pull back, set up, all that stuff? Yes. But the consistency in what I've seen people do, that's what I noticed to be the driving force behind this in a lot of people's lives that I came across. I look at the accomplishments of my family, my brothers and my little brother, even my little bro. He's traveling all the way across the states, man. He went to the Dodgers game yesterday. He was like the front row at the Dodgers game. Dude was so close, like he could actually put his finger out and touch the players. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's my younger brother. So now he got his truck driver's license and he's traveling everywhere. That's to me, that's major considering where we came from. Considering where we came from, considering all of the triumphs he had to go through. Even my big bro. I seen when he began to see how he is now. You know what I'm saying? These are small steps to giant steps. Can I say one day I'll be there myself? I don't know. But my hopes is one day I will be. You just never know. You never know what life will bring you. You don't know what will come out of life. But consistency will be the key. Now, have I seen people hate on my little bro? Yeah, I seen people hate on him. I seen people, say and set him up. I seen all kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, he stayed consistent, man. And now here he is with his truck driver's license, and he's traveling everywhere. And I'm proud of him. You feel me? I'm just extremely proud of the steps that my little bro has made. Yeah, I'm a big brother to him, and I'm proud. Now this is my older brother. I'm proud of him. You know what I mean? Like he's doing his thing. I can't hate on him. He is doing his thing. And for me to be able to be a part of his journey, for me to be able to reap some of the benefits of my big bro, that's like some real awesome type of stuff, man. You feel me? I can't say, okay, here comes some family members real quick. But I can't say that, that one day, I can say that one day I will be there. What's good? I can't say one day I'll be there. Hold on. All right. If you can hear me, let me know. I don't know. I'm just making sure that you can hear everything I'm saying. What's up? Hey, how you feel? 1 second. How life treating you?
Like treats?
No, I said how's life treating you?
Oh, I'm like, long. It's been a long day. What's going on, my brother?
Hey, man, I'm good, bro. How you doing? I'm Jeff, brother.
Fernando.
Right.
Mikey's cousin. What's going on, man? How's everything?
Man, I'm good, man. Just enjoying it, you know.
Yeah, welcome to Cali, man.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
Welcome
Just
to
got off
Cali.
off that plane. We had a little tour. We was all like downtown LA. Yeah. You know, with the stars and all that stuff.
That's what's up, man. That's,
Yeah.
It's dope to see something. You know what I'm
It
saying?
is.
Definitely something different.
Yeah. So, you know, I was just enjoying this. I said I might go swimming tomorrow, just jump in the pool.
Definitely, man.
Yeah. So we got a little.
We'll be up in there.
Huh?
We'll be up in there. We was in there last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, we was lit last week.
Yeah, I feel you. I see the whole. You got the whole bar thing going on. You got a
Man,
lot going on. Yeah. I see. So yeah. Here we go. Peace. All right. Cool. Let me see something. Bam. All right. So I think we gonna have some fun, y'all. We gonna let me see something. We're gonna have some fun, man. Yo, this dog loves me, man. This dog just keeps on. It's 10 feet, man. I got it. My phone is waterproof, so I wonder if I throw it down there, will it still? I will not do that. What y'all think? I'm crazy? No way. Throwing my phone in there. Palm Springs, no doubt. I don't know where all that's at, but no doubt. Oh, Palm Springs, Florida. Okay. I would imagine that's where that's from. This is the hot tub. So I think later on tonight, yo, when the water get heated up, when they heat the water up, I might. I ain't going swimming, man, because I got this gigantic. Okay, hot Cali. My fault. Palm Springs, Cali. Okay, no doubt. Yeah, I got this nice headache, man, and my joint is like banging. So I don't think I'm gonna do too much. I don't think I'm gonna do too much swimming in the water today. It's too cold. Yeah, the water's a little chilly. You feel me? So what I will do, they got the little fire pit. So what I will do is I might get in the hot tub and then hop out of there, and then just you know, just go from there. There she go. What's good? Shoot girl heels. What's good? So yeah. So what I was saying was I was talking about haters. I was just getting onto the thing about haters, right? So in the whole thing about the haters, right? When I actually look at how when she look, now I got to charge the phone up again. All right, gotta go back in. Gotta get this charger. 1 second. Okay, I'll give you for a prime example, right? Even when I was on this YouTube, right? I had people coming against me that swore out. Hold on. Apologize for all of the inconvenience, but I gotta plug the phone up so I can keep going. All right, cool. Can y'all see me? All right, cool. Bingo. All right, bam. Am I clear to you? All right. Now, when I was on the YouTube, right? When I was on the YouTube thing, y'all can't see me? Okay. When I was on the YouTube thing, I had people harassing me, people coming after me, all kind of stuff going on, right? You know, people saying, "Oh, you won't never go see, you know, you don't see your family, you don't see your brother." Like they was trying any and everything to get on my nerves, right? I don't feel right unless I gotta put my Yankee hat on, man. I might be in Cali, but I'm a Yankee. All right, gotta have a hat. There we go. Bam. So I had people come against me. People say, "You ain't gonna never see your mother, see your brother." They was trying all kind of stuff to like aggravate me and get on my nerves. So, you know, I knew it was about time that I come out and check my big bro out. So I decided that this year would be the year out of all of the years that I could have came. You know, it's just been tied up with life, man. So I chose this year to be the year that I come and just check my bro out, man, and see what's popping. And he has a house in the Dominican Republic, so, and that joint is like super nice, man. So he wants us to fly out and just come over to the Dominican Republic again and just hang out with him there. With all that being said, I'm going to say this. You'll never go for far, for far in life, depending on what somebody else is doing, right? Even though I know the majority of my family, they are in wealthy positions, right? My aunts, uncles, cousins, like all of them, they're in wealth. You see what I'm saying? But I can't focus on that, me myself, because I was such a screw up. You feel me? My beginnings in life, in my teens and early adulthood, was spent, screwing up, man, going to jail, doing things, and I've been consistent for the last 20 years or 17 years. I've been consistent with staying out of trouble, basically, not going to jail, doing all these things. But I've accumulated and did things in my life that on my level, my scale, that I can say I've achieved something, right? I did it not by hating on people. I did it not by focusing on people, but I did it through keeping myself focused on what I really wanted to do. I could say I have my own business. I could say I own 3 houses. There's a lot of things that I have a portfolio of things I did, and there's a track record that I can say I put, my feet to the pavement and did what I wanted to do. Am I completely satisfied and comfortable where I'm at in life? Not really. But I know how to get myself back there to that particular place where I was to be able to venture like I was doing at one particular time. But when you have people who hate on you, people who try to stop you from doing what you're doing, try to stop your progression, try to stop you from even thinking about elevating yourself, one thing you must know is you must detach yourself from them. You must separate yourself from all haters and all people who do not have your best interests at hand. That's the first thing. Because if you don't, then you'll begin to live in their world. You'll begin to be sucked into their world, living in their world, living by how they want you to do, doing what they want you to do. So the first thing you must know is you must separate yourself from anybody that is not going to be for you, for you or your growth. That's period, man. All negativity, no doubt. Excuse me. Sugar Hill. Separate from all negativity, all things that will hinder you, all things that will put a stump in your growth or where you want to be in life. You feel me? Now, one thing I realized is as the years go by, procrastination becomes a part of our nature. I got the worst headache in the world. Procrastination becomes part of our being because any and everybody can get into the mindset, the mode of procrastinating. Have I done it? Have I, procrastinated on a lot of the things I ventured to do in life? Yes, I have. I have procrastinated and did things and prolonged things that I know I should have been on top of my game about. But we get comfortable in life, get comfortable with life, and sometimes that's just what we do. We just focus on other things rather than focusing on something that could actually catapult us to where we need to be at that particular time. I've done it numerous of times when I should have been focusing on this particular thing. I chose to focus on that, and it did not. Okay, put it like this. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna look at, okay. Morgan Ellis, all right. Okay, you're supposed to be sanding the floors upstairs. Okay, here we go. Now, when I look at something and I say, you know what, I'm supposed to be doing this at this particular time because of what? That window is open for me to do it. That's the time when you should be walking through the door when the window is open. Or when you're walking through the window when the window is open. Or the door, rather. We should be moving forward when the door is open for us. But sometimes we'll procrastinate, then the door closes. That's where a lot of us are. That's where I've been. When I know the door is open and it's only going to be open for a short while, instead of me walking through it, I get distracted by other things and the door closes. You feel me? And knowing that, not to say that that window of opportunity won't be open at some particular time, but when that particular moment is set up for you to move, that's what we should do. You feel me? When that particular moment in time is set up with the door open for you to move through it, that's when we should do it. That's not the time we should procrastinate. A lot of times, so many things catch us off guard. You know, we get wrapped up in family matters. We get wrapped up in personal matters. Job. There's so many things that hinder us from moving forward when we should be moving forward. There's a lot of things. Don't get it twisted. You got relationships. You got friendships. You got, you got job relationships. You got I could have came to Cal like, my brother, this is the other house my brother had was so freaking bad, man. The joint looked like something out of Belly. Like, it's just so amazing. I could have came, but you know what? Life hindered me from coming. My tickets to even come, man, it was so expensive to even come round trip. Just me and Queen C to get here was expensive. But so me having a big family, I was like, well, you know what? I can't do that unless my whole I didn't want to come unless my whole family came, right? That's how I was. I wasn't going to come unless everybody came. But at this particular time, I said, you know what? Just me and the Queen going to come and that's how we going to do that, all right? That's what we did. But when the window of opportunity is open for you, no matter what haters, no matter what family members, no matter what, you should walk through the door. You should move on it. Don't ever procrastinate when the door gets open for you. Trust your gut instinct. Trust that that's the moment that you're supposed to be possessing, right? Trust that's the very moment that you should be moving forward for whatever it is you're trying to possess. Whatever it is, whether it's a venture, whether it's something you had set up in the past and now it's coming to pass, whatever it is, that's the moment forward. Don't let it hinder you. Don't let no one, no person, no family, no job, nothing hinder you from moving forward when that door gets open. Because you'll regret it later on. You'll say, you know what? When I had that opportunity, I should have went and I should have did this. When I had the moment, the opportunity, when I should have moved, I didn't. And then you'll be mad at yourself. Faith Robinson, what's up? Peace. So you'll be mad at yourself because you did not move when you were supposed to. I mean, I don't understand. Sometimes we'll second guess what we want to do. We'll second guess it. We'll say, I don't think I should. And then you wind up not doing it. But then when it unfolds and somebody else jumps in your place, then you'll be mad and you say, you know what? I should have did that when that opportunity was given. But we tend not to do that. We'll tend to fall back off of a situation or a particular time when we know we should be moving forward and we don't do it. Why? Why do we not move forward when the doors are open for us? You feel me? Like, why is it something in us that says, you know what? I'm just a little hesitant. I mean, it's okay to be hesitant about things, but when you see a window of opportunity open, sometimes you got to just walk through that door. That's just the reality of life. We miss out on things because we're so hesitant about what people might say, about what family members biting. We're so hesitant about all of these things, and we don't move when we should move. We let haters and people put doubt in our mind, in our heart, not to move forward to do something. And then we wind up missing the blessings, or we wind up missing a big, gigantic opportunity. We wind up missing something that was for us. And we just literally hand it over to somebody else. You feel me? Me, myself, when I was doing the crazy things I was doing and wasn't focused, I passed up a lot of opportunities. Simple to say, because I wasn't focused. I didn't have the reassurance that I could do it. I didn't believe in myself. There was a lot of things that I felt like I should have been doing and I did not do. You understand? People will put so much doubt into your spirit, your mind, your heart, that you'll be convinced that you can't do something. You'll be convinced that you should not be doing this when you know you should. Have you ever had that experience, y'all? Come on, everybody in the chat. Have you ever had the experience that you know you should be doing this, but then somebody comes along and says, this, that, and they'll put so much doubt into you that you just lose all of that enthusiasm about wanting to do what you know you should have been doing. That's the crazy part about how the construct of life is. When you're motivated to do something, you'll have faithless people, and you'll have people that come in your life and plant something in. All right, we're resuming. All right, for some reason it got cut off. But hold on. Sugar Hill says sometimes fear holds you back. Hold on, come on, man, stay here. But you have to, come on. But you got to move past the fear. That's right. And if you don't, you will never know what could have been. And that's so true, Sugar Hills. That is so true. The chat goes away, man. It just, there's there for a few minutes, then it just disappears. So, but yeah, that's so true. It's like whatever's granted to you for that moment, it'll be there, but then all of a sudden, it'll just slowly go away, just like this chat. I think that we're noticing now a movement. Like, people are now starting to come into themselves, man. You know, people are now starting to come into their full potential of what they know they can do. I mean, I'm seeing so many different people arise now. It seems like they're coming out of the smoke now, getting back to the I can thing. Like, I can do this thing. You know, I don't know if it's a movement, but now I'm seeing people possessing their will to want to fight for what they want. You understand? I ain't talking about some old crazy Kanye West stuff. I'm talking about some real, you from the hood, but you about to come up out of the hood with your ideas. You about to come out of the hood with some, you know, with some fly stuff you had stored up, and you about to be the next big thing. That's what I'm talking about. You know, you can start with a little bit of nothing and make something out of yourself. You can have, like, I'll give you for example. I'm trying to find the right word to use, but for example, right? I remember when we used to live in New York, me and my older brother. And it's right around the time my little brother was born. You know, I remember the things he wanted to do. He was venturing in what he wanted to do in the movie business and doing all that stuff. I remember that when we was young. We 7 years apart. So he's 47. But I remember back when I was 8, 9 years old, I remember the things that he used to do. Then I remember when he turned 18. I just remember when he first moved to Cali. I remember he was working with a lot of stars and a lot of wealthy people. And then, you know, I remember those small beginnings. He never lost sight, or he never let go of that pursuit of what he wanted to do.
And now when I look at his life, I say he deserves everything that he has because he never lost sight of that. He stayed in pursuit of what he wanted. Now here, all right, I'm back again. Create me, myself, I was losing sight of everything I wanted to do. It's like I had no consistency because I had nobody else a corner at that particular time that was consistent with what they did. So I just followed the patterns of inconsistent people, right? Now, I'm not saying that I didn't have role model. Like my brother was a good role model, but he's way in Cali, I'm way in New York, or I'm way in Jersey, or I'm way in North Carolina. I was different places, but didn't have consistent people that was thriving, doing the ultimate. You feel me? The blueprints of what I seen was the people I hung around with. And I gravitated to what they did. Gravitated to the lifestyle that was surrounding me. You feel me? But at the end of the day, when I broke free, because I'm sort of a loner. I have good friends. I have about maybe 4 or 5 good friends. But I'm sort of a loner. I don't have a lot of people I don't keep a lot of people in my camp. Like when I was younger, I used to have a car full of people. We ride and we drink, we smoking, drinking, doing all kind of crazy stuff. That's how I was. But then when I got locked up a couple of times, I ain't had none of those friends in my corner. Ain't nobody, come to see me. Ain't nobody drop nothing up. Like, that's just what it was. So I learned that even having that entourage of people around me was only for 1 or 2 things, either because I had a car or I kept a lot of smoke. It wasn't because they would genuinely probably dug me for the person I was. It was basically because I had something that they wanted. But when I cut those strings loose, I started to find out how my life could be when I'm working towards my goals without people holding me back. They wasn't true friends. That's true. I called them friends, but in actuality, they wasn't my true friends. They were people who was put into place at that particular time to hold me back from moving through the doors that was being presented. Instead of me working hard, instead of me focusing on school or something good, I was focusing on going to drink with them, going to smoke some weed with them, going around the corner with them, you understand? Selling dope with them. I was focusing on all of that stuff when I should have been focusing on something like getting a career or doing something like my brother was. Staying consistent on what I really wanted. You understand? But no, I couldn't do that. I had haters around me that actually was contributing to helping me contribute to my downfall and didn't even realize it. As long as I kept buying drinks, as long as I kept enough smoke, I had enough people that was contributing to me in my downfall spiral. Not one time did any of them say, hey man, how can we move forward with this blueprint to do this? And how can we do that? I mean, nothing positive, constructive wise. But as soon as it was time to light up, there they go. The door. As soon as it was time to go to the club, let's go. Oh, let's could barely get my sneaker on. One sneaker on, one sneaker off. Shoelace ain't tied. We running out the door. That's how it was. I didn't have anybody that was thinking about my well-being and thinking about pushing me through the door. I had people who was closing the door in my face and contributing to me falling. And that's facts, man. That's facts. I didn't have that. So now that I look back at my youth, my childhood, I'm not saying my child, but my young adulthood, much like what I'm teaching my children now, all of the things I used to contribute to my downfall, all of the things I used to stop me from moving forward, when I look at it now, when I look at this, when I look at how it is now, only if I would have chose the right people, the right friends, and chose the right individuals in my life, I could be further along in life. And that's so true. I could have been further along in life. I know I could have. Because of the times that I'm making dumb mistakes with the people that are around me was just as dumb as I was, or just as crazy as I was, they was not pushing me forward or helping me elevate. They was keeping me down. But I was so caught up in the fad of not wanting to disappoint my homies, not wanting to disappoint my boys. This is my crew. These are my peoples. Not wanting to let them down when they was helping me let my own self down. I was so caught up in not wanting to disappoint them for what I know I had or what I was giving them. Think about it. I was so caught up on disappointing them for what I can give them rather than telling them what I really wanted to do or how I really should have been moving. Like, nah, I need to be on these books. Nah, I need to try to go to college. Nah, I need to try to do this. Instead, going to the clubs every night, spending my money, chasing hoes. Yeah, I mean, I'm just being real. You feel me? Chasing that next drink, smoke, broad, whatever. That's what I was doing. And I wish that now I look back at 40 years old, back when I was in 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and all those, in that particular moment in my life, when I should have been pursuing and following after something that would have been substantial, something that was concreted, I was following all of the hood dreams, following all of the things that I felt was going to get me somewhere that really didn't. It didn't get me nowhere. So now, and I'm only saying all of this to say, like, I'm looking at the way my brother lives. My little younger brother now, he got him the bangingest job in the world. So I'm kind of in the headspace like, man, you know, and I did things. So I don't think that where I'm at now is like, oh, I'm just so at the the bottom of the totem pole. No, that's not the case. I got a good job. You know, I live modest. I live decent. You know, I ain't out there buying Porsches and Range Rovers, but you know, I feel good about where I'm at in life because I've worked hard to get to that point. But I started late in life. That's all I'm saying. I started late. Instead of me starting early in life, I did a lot of screwing up. I did a lot of screwing up in life when I should have started earlier in life. And now I could be seeing more of the benefits of what life can offer. But I screwed up a lot. Like, yeah. My younger years are spent screwing up. Now my older years are spent trying to clean up what I screwed up, basically. And a lot of times I had haters attached to me. So haters will gravitate to you. They'll pretend to be your friend. They'll pretend to love you. They'll pretend to have your best interest at hand. Excuse me. They'll pretend. They're great pretenders. Haters are great pretenders. But at the end of the day, when the chips fall down, they'll be the first ones to leave you. They'll be the first ones to leave you stranded. It won't give 2 cents about how you'll come out of whatever you're going through. Don't give 2 cents about your well-being. Don't care nothing about you. Nothing. But they'll pretend they do. Only because of what you can give them. That's real haters. See, a hater won't expose himself. Hater don't expose himself. A hater will stay there. He will stay right there. He's great at manipulating, pretending, mooching, all of that stuff. That's what a hater would do. A hater would do all of that just so he can stay connected to who's feeding them, who's plugging them in. All these trees, boy, allergy season. God knows. But a hater will stay plugged into that. Soon as you disconnect the hater, you'll see their real true intentions and you'll see how they act towards you when they're disconnected from the source. I'm trying to make it plain as I can, y'all. Excuse me. I'm trying to make it plain as I can. So soon as you start to see the true nature of the hater be exposed, there you go. The hater will disconnect himself from you, right? Oh boy, I need some Benadryl, y'all. But when we begin to start having these emotions about where we are in life, because we all do, we all could have did more. Oh, I should be further along. Oh, I should do. We'll go through the pity parties of life. You know, I don't know if you're that strong of a person that you never go through that. Oh, kudos to you. Or maybe me and you need to sit down and have a talk. But the reality is, if you're human, you will start to feel both sides of life, the goods and the bad. When the bad comes will be potentially when, you know, you get down about where you are in life. You should be further. You should be doing this. You should be doing that. All of that stuff comes with life. You, to the biggest, to the smallest, to the lowest, to the greatest, we all go through that. People who have money, people who are millionaires, their biggest problem is that they don't have enough millions. They need more. And people who don't have it, their biggest problem is that they need to get it. I mean, it's always going to be something. Something. Always. Always going to be something that we, as human beings, feel we're inadequate or don't have enough of. Always. Oh, I don't have this, so I need more of that. Oh, I need this. Oh, I need that. Oh, my life. And that's that. You feel me? That's just that's how we, I'm sorry, I'm going to read your comment. That's what we fight against. That's the fight we have. That's the fight we have as human beings. See, in nature, when we look at nature, the biggest problem that nature will have is food and shelter, right? Animals, for say. All right, let's talk about the animals. Animals, their biggest thing is food and shelter, right? Their biggest issues are not food, shelter, and what's the other one that they could possibly have? It would be food, shelter, and, you know, survival, being safe, all right? So when we look at how animals thrive in the wild, I can only say that, you know, their biggest problems would be food, shelter, and survival. Now, when we look at human beings, our biggest issues is food, shelter, survival, who likes us, who doesn't, who's hating on us, who's not, what's happening at the job, what's on YouTube, what's on Facebook. We have 110 things that we deal with rather than the 3 things that animals deal with. Food, shelter, survival. Human beings, you can add those 101 things that complicates our life. Y'all with me on this? I mean, I know this is the middle of what I don't even know what time it is. Tell you the truth, we're 3 hours behind from my notes, so I don't even have a watch. So I don't know how many people's out there in La La Land, but I'm giving y'all what this is. Yeah, so this is Ace style. Y'all know how Ace get down, so I'm giving you the way I perceive and see things, right? So we have all these other things that we deal with that hinders us as human beings, people, whatever. It hinders us because we got so much of this other stuff that messes us up. Animals, shelter, food, survival. Us, Facebook, YouTube, days of our lives, what's that? I mean, what other things out there? There's so much that we have. You know, we got love and hip hop, Hollywood, Atlanta this, Atlanta that, and all this other stuff. I mean, we have it, all of the distractions that hinder us. So when we look at, are we truly living in our true potential stages or our true, are we really living in that? We have to look at that. Are we really living in that, or are we living in the false reality that is set for us that actually keeps us down, if you think about it? Some of the things that have been set forth in our life have kept us down rather than catapult us to what we could be or the greatness in us. That's just the honest truth. And I know Logic would love to jump on this type of stuff because it's basically food, shelter, and clothing. He loves that. So it would be basically along those lines. Yeah, no doubt. We need to love. Everybody needs to love. We know, yeah. We definitely need to love. We need love. We need, you know, the interaction. But I think more or less what love does is love keeps us in tune with our human side. Because without love, the reality that you're human it goes out the door. You'll become callous. You'll become hard to life. You'll become, you know, bitter in life. You'll just go crazy, right? Without love. So yes, love is probably one of the most important things because without that, the world you'll live in, it'll be a short-lived world, but it will be a closed-off world. So yeah, so I love you guys as well. So love is one of the bigger things. But when you look at, you know, your kids, when you look at your family, you know, you can love them from a distance. Not say your kids, but you can love people from a distance. You can still love them, but you can love them from a distance. And you can make it work. There's people that I love from a distance. I just refuse not to deal with them because of the type of people that they are, the type of energy they bring, and because of what I, you know, potentially feel they can do to derail what I'm doing in my life. It's very important to think about that. See, people can derail you and put you in a whole different path in life. You know, it happens. People do that. People can do that. People can derail your whole situation in life. They could take your whole situation and derail you and put you so far off your course. If you let them, because it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to let people do anything. When people come into your life, they're either going to add or subtract from you. Come on. They're either going to add to your life or subtract from your life. That's the only two positions that human beings have in each other's lives. It's going to either add or it's going to subtract. It's up to you to determine. It's up to you to determine. You understand what I'm saying? It's up to you to determine. Hey, what's going on, Sub-Zero? It's up to you to determine who you're going to let be that factor in your life. Whether you're going to let a person add to your life or you're going to let them subtract from your life. And then depending on where you are, depending on if you have enough resources to let somebody subtract from your life, then that's on you. If you have limited resources and you let somebody subtract from your life, you understand what I'm saying? When somebody adds to your life, they're going to come and they're going to add something that you did not have before. You feel me? If somebody comes into my life now, there's only two reasons that they can either add, they can either come into my life at this particular time, this particular stage in my life. They're either going to add or they're going to subtract from what Ace has. So my first initial thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to evaluate what is your motive for being in my life. It might seem like a lot to do, but that's how I would deal with my situation. I need to evaluate what is your motive in my life. Okay, you're coming to be a good friend. Okay. All right, you dig the Ace, man. You like my vibe. You like whatever. You like my friendship. You like how I do YouTube. Whatever. I don't know. But I have to evaluate what it is that you see in me that you feel I would be a good friend or I would be somebody you would want to be a friend to. Like, those things need to be said or that's a conversation that needs to be had. Because not everybody that comes in your life is going to be a person good for you. It could be somebody coming into your life that is totally opposite of what you stand for, what you believe in, where you are in life. And then if they come in to your life and y'all not on the same page, or y'all not remotely close to being on the up and up, then what happens? It's going to cause turmoil. It's going to cause confusion. It's going to cause things to go left or derail rather than it being smooth or going the right positive way. It's just what it is. But some people are scared to confront that type of stuff. Some people, they'll rather close their eyes, entertain people that don't like them, let them mooch off of them, let them gain from them, and then when they're finished using you, they'll move on in life and leave you with the pieces to pick up, trying to move forward. That's facts, man. Hold on. Excuse me. That's right. Sugar says, I have to question it. Come on, man. She says, I have to question it because everyone don't mean you good. And that's the truth. You know, you have to give your... Morgan says, I have to give my daughter tough love. No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. That tough love is needed, you know? And when we say tough love, right? When we impute tough love into our situations that we have in life, when we interact with our, sons and daughters and all that stuff, people automatically assume tough love is beating them down, throwing them over tables and drowning them in water and, just all that madness, all the crazy stuff. That's not, let's keep it sensible. Let's keep it sensible. That's not really the tough love that I think when we say tough love, that's not really the tough love that we really, that we look forward to giving our children. I think the tough love is sort of putting a sense to something that might be senseless to our kids. Because our kids don't use sense. They don't use their senses a lot. They don't use common sense. They just do things, man. I got teenagers, boys, and all that stuff, man. And they just do things, and I don't understand why do they do the things they do. It's because they don't put thought behind what they do. They don't use their senses. Like, they don't use common sense. One thing I did have when I started to get out of my teens, I had good common sense. Only because I had a grandmother that talked to me and always told me, boy, you don't have no sense. So as I got older, it stuck in my mind that I should use more sense in what I'm doing. So giving tough love is basically showing our kids how to use better sense, and sometimes we try to move along to get along, or get along to move along, or whatever, however the saying goes, with our kids in order not to stir up the pot and to have trouble in what we do and what we say with them. See, that's what happens a lot of times. What we try to do is, I don't think I'll say that to her, or I don't think I'll do that to him, because that is going to stir up a whole lot of unnecessary stuff that we're not willing to deal with at the time. May it be you got some stuff going on and you just don't feel like having your daughter mad or your son mad at you, or you're working too hard and you just have time to deal with it, whatever it is. So I think when we give tough love to our kids, basically we're showing them how to use better sense rather than thinking they know everything like my son does, or my sons. They just know everything in the world and dad don't know nothing. Dad never been here. Dad never been their age. Like, that's just the way they think. They think, oh, okay, I'm just an old dude, just don't know nothing. Like, I never been 15 or I never been 17 before. Never made the dumb mistakes that you've made. But I'm just saying, that's the way our kids see us. Our kids see us as if we never did what they're doing. And 9 times out of 10, most of the time, our kids are a direct reflection of what we used to be. Like, my kids do some of the very same things I did. I call it genetics, call it whatever. But that's just what it was. So they just think that, oh, I'm the first one that's doing this. Like, I did what you did. Even brushing my hair the same way, putting wave grease in there, wearing do-rags, did all of that. You feel me? Showing you something right now. So that's how our kids look at us. So when we give them tough love, it's only on the premise that we've been through what they've been through, and now we're showing them a better constructive way of handling their affairs, an easier way of dealing with things because we've been through it. Let me see something here. That's right. Sugar Hills, we know their next move before they even make it. My kids seem to think that dad don't understand this. Dad never did. You know, I don't know why they think that they think I'm just some old dude and I'm not hip to what they're doing. You feel me? Until I had to break it down to them and show them that I know how to do that plus more. You feel me? And it wows them when I do things because they just don't realize that I used to be that. Like the first time they seen me go play ball, you know, they seen me come out there with the rock. So until I started shooting them jumpers and, you know what I mean, doing my layups and all that other stuff, like their eyes got big with the wow factor because, you know, they didn't know that's how I get down. But then it became a competition thing. Now it's like, oh, now I got to beat dad. That's what it turned into. Oh, I can outplay you, dad, until I start shaking them on the court and just, you know, putting that rock in their chest and let's go. Check up. Let's do it. That's... Boy, I'm telling you, my kids are hilarious, man. But that's what it became. That's how our kids do us. You know? No, you don't know how to do that until we break it down to them and show them that, man, we've been there, done that, been doing that for years. You see? They think parents are old. But the older they get, they'll realize that they have cool parents. No doubt. And that's true. That's true, man. My kids love me to death. They love me to death because they know I'm the parent, the father that interacts with them on every level. Whatever they want to do, I'll challenge them and do it with them to show them this is how you do it. And now if they master it better than me, that's fine. But long as I gave them the first initial break of it, then they know. Because all of the things I'm showing them now, how to you know, build and do wood and do that type of stuff, that's stuff that they just can't go and learn unless they're being taught. But who's the better teacher? They will not stick around. You feel me? What's up, Melissa P? Peace. So yeah, so when you have people that for some reason or another disguise themselves, when they come around you, disguise themselves, blend in very well with you, laugh with you, drink with you, smoke with you, but are not contributing to your happiness or success, not contributing to any of your success in life, any of your moving forward in life, then you got to question what is the motives of the individual. You got to think about that. Question what is the motive of that individual being connected to you. Like why are you at this particular time in my life deciding you want to connect? And think about this, old people that you used to know from the past. I'm going to give you something. Okay, put up a Facebook post, put up something on Instagram or chat, whatever. All right? And all of a sudden you get the call. You get the inbox. You get the DM. Right? You get all that. Somebody tries to reconnect themselves with you. You need to think about why you've let them go in the past in the first place. Think about why you've lost contact, or think about why you have not kept up contact with that individual that tried to reconnect with you from the past. It has to be a good reason. If you think deep enough, you'd be like, oh yeah, that's why I let him go. That nigga smokes all my weed all the time. That nigga drinks all my drink all the time. That nigga never give me gas money. Always want to go somewhere. Like, it's always a good reason. And I'm just using some of these reasons, but that's not what I do now. But I'm just saying, if you think about it, those are some of these reasons will come back up in your mind. You say, well, man, that's the reason why it's been so many years since I talked to him. Because the relationship wasn't worth holding on to, and it wasn't worth establishing anything with that individual. Because friendships, if you have a decent friendship, the friendship is going, the friendship in itself is going to produce more than what it brought in. Okay? Think about it. Your friendship is going to produce more than what it started from. That's what it should be. If you got a good friend, they're either going to add or subtract. I've always told you guys that. So you're going to add to your life or subtract. If it doesn't do any of this, if it doesn't add and it's subtracting, that's a hater. They're just disguising to be a friend. They're just disguising themselves as being a friend to you, disguising themselves as being somebody who potentially has your life in their hands, wants to see you do good, but actually don't put forth the effort to helping you do good. Real true friend to help you do something in life. Help you do good, help you brainstorm, help you come up with good ideas to maneuver in life. All of that comes with a good friend. Okay, so why am I saying this? So y'all probably saying, hey, Ace, are you a good friend? Anybody that comes in my life, anybody, and if you know me personally, if you're a tangible friend to me where I can shake your hand and you're in my face, you know without a shadow of a doubt how Ace gets down. You know that if I ain't giving you some jewels to help you move forward in life, I'm even contributing with something. If you need me to come help build something, no strings attached, no money needed. That's how I'm adding something to you. Something that you didn't have before you met me. That's how I get down. If you know me and you're a part of my life, you know that's how Ace gets down. You know that's how Ace gets down. You know that's how I get down. I see what you said, Melissa. You said it's hard for women. See, I'm gonna say it for women. For women, it's a little different, and I was speaking on both halves. So I'm not just talking about men. I'm talking about women as well. But with women, think about it like this: when you deal with women, when women deal with each other, the friendship they bond is stronger, right? Oh, here we go. Boy, Lord, I wish I had a. All right, my stuff is battery charged up and all this still. So think about it. See, just when I was about to get into the women thing, man, my phone. All right, I got 10%, so I'm gonna give you all I got till the phone dies. All right, and then I'm gonna have to let this thing charge up for as long as it can charge up. So with women, it's a little different, but it still remains the same. Think about it like this. So when women have friendships, their friendship and loyalty goes hand in hand, because there's nothing like two females in a friendship because they love. It's like I'm trying to describe it because, and it's only from my perception, from what I know. See, because when two women are friends, the friendship and loyalty is hand in hand to some degree. Now, I might be wrong. I don't know. I'm just trying to give you my perspective, because when I see people talk about their girlfriends and their friendship and all that stuff, it's more on the emotional level. You know, when you get on the emotional level with with two women being best friends and besties and all that stuff, you know, facts. Melissa P, they love or they hate. So they either love you to no end or they hate you to no end. I mean, it's an emotional thing. See, when you think about friendships with males, you know, we have the bro. You know, that's my bro. I love him. But you know, it's a little different. When you talk about females and their friendships, the hating that they get, the type of hating that they get, is so surface. It's out there before them. But when females want something to work more than what it's worth, then it's nothing they can really do but go through the experience of having it not work. I hope I'm saying this right for us to understand. I'm trying to get my understanding as well. I think with female relationships, it has to go the way it's going to go in order for them to get the reality of it not working. With men, I think it's a little different. But with females, that's how that has to go, because you can't tell a girl about a girlfriend. No, you can't say nothing about her girlfriend until she sees it herself. She has to see that, that she's not a good girlfriend for a good person to be in her life. You can't tell her that. She has to see that. Because once you start telling her that, she's definitely going to rebuttal what you say, come against what you say, disagree. That's my girl. But she has to actually see until she sleeps with your boyfriend or your husband. That's the then, okay, now all gloves are off. Now you're mad because now you see what somebody was trying to tell you in the first place. But that's how that has to go down. Because there's such a loyalty and bond between female and female. And with males, it's a little different. We don't go into all of that. Nigga, if we sense that you're shady, nigga, we just ain't dealing with you. We sense that if we sense that something up there and we're not vibing right, that's how that is with males. But with females, it's more loyalty, love at its highest. But it's more dangerous for females, though. It is. It is, y'all. It's more dangerous for females. But why is that? Because if you have a manipulative person that's in your life and you're female, it's dangerous. Because all the while your emotions are caught up in your friendship and somebody does not care enough about you or is a selfish person, think about that. I never even touched that. What if you have a selfish friend? I mean, a jealous, oh my God. There's so many things that can come out of this one conversation. And my phone just really wants to die right now. It's on 9%. Here we go. So think about it. Having a jealous friend or a selfish friend. You feel me? Jealous friend, selfish friend. Those two things in one friendship is so toxic. Think about how toxic it is to have a jealous friend and a selfish friend in one friendship. That's just one particular person you spending that energy on. That's just one person you're spending all that energy on, right? So just imagine you just got one person in your life that is jealous and selfish, and you're trying to focus energy on keeping that friendship from going south. You feel me? You're trying to stop that relationship from going crazy, haywire, or getting out of control. So you're spending all that energy on that one particular person, you know. I don't know. Hey, if you have the wrench, y'all deal with some of that crazy stuff that comes into the chat because I'm on my phone, y'all. But when you think about your friendships, if it's so toxic that you can't keep your focus, if it's so toxic where you can't keep yourself from Melissa P, I'm gonna rinse you up when I get back. I'm definitely gonna rinse you up. And hold on. Sugar Hills, I thought you don't have a wrench? Oh, shucks. Man, I'm sorry. I got all y'all. Feel me? Sugar Hills, you've been with me for a minute. You day one, so I got you. All right. Morgan, I'll even rinse you up. I don't hand wrenches out like that. I really don't. But you guys, I definitely will give a wrench, all right? So I got you. So as soon as I get back to my computer, blah, 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 I'm wrenching you up. So that way you can help me police things when people are not in there that can handle the chat. But that'll be a next conversation. All right. Y'all gotta help me remember some of these things we talk about so we can use these for a later conversation. So even if you inbox this to me so I can remember, because I'm gonna forget. But friendships, we need to discuss that a little bit more in depth. We need to talk about having a jealous friend. All right, still at 9%. Having a jealous friend and actually having jealous friend, controlling friend, all of those things I want to talk about. That's something good that we can talk about. I want to get that as a topic so that we can bring that narrative, all right? But you have to remind me because I will forget. I'm going to be partying this weekend here at my brother's crib, my birthday, it'll be 40. We're going to be doing a lot of things. This will probably be gone. I'll probably forget. So inbox it so I'll know to remember to actually start this live stream when I get back. You feel me? Oh. Shucks. I don't even think I could type, man. Okay, at the end of this video, I'm gonna leave my put it just type it at the end of the video because I can't type it on my phone, right? I'm going through a whole lot right now, y'all. Just put it at the end of the video and it can help me. I'll look at the video or look at the end of the comments and then I'll get it from there. All right, because I can't even type on this joint right now because my phone about to die. I'm trying to preserve this little image right here. I think it only does it when it's landscaped or something or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, when we have those issues, right? When you have the two shucks. Yeah, women are delicate. When you talk about their type of friendship that women have, it's like, see, when women have friendships, they can walk around each other naked. They can get dressed in front of each other. Men can't do that type of stuff. No homo. You understand what I'm saying? Like, there's two different things working there. Like, if another nigga try to walk around like that, yo, then it's on site. It's like, yo, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, it'll be issues. Nigga, put your clothes on, man. What you doing, man? We're not like that. You know what I'm saying? Females can do that. So the chemistry, the bond is different from males, right? But in essence, when you think about it, are women more controlling over their friendships? Are they more controlling against each other? So and I know I'm just asking the question since we got females in here right now. Female, have you ever had the issue where one friend was jealous over the other because you spent more time with that friend than you did with the other? That's a question I want to know. I'm not saying it's true or false. I just want to know, is that something that could have happened? Okay, so that leads me to believe, so since Sugar Hill said yes or yep, then that lets me know that I'm along the lines of right with what I was about to say. See, I told you. Hold on. All right, still at 8%. She said, hell yeah. All right, so we got to get to the bottom of the nature of why. We got to get to the bottom of why is that? Right? Why because I don't get jealous when my boys, when my motorcycle crew and people, like, when they hang out with each other, like, I don't say, hey, man, what, you know, it's like, well, males we don't, from what I've experienced, that's not something we get mad about, but females do. Females do. They get possessive over each other, like as if you was in a marriage with them, like if you was in a relationship with them. But newer friends, okay, not true friends, but newer friends. All right, cool. I will take that. So true friends really won't. Newer friends will. Okay. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. And my Eddie man, I like that. See, so when people get introduced to you guys, of course they got to learn you, learn your makeup, learn how you do this, learn how you do that, whatever the case is. But if they have not genuinely hooked themselves into your life on the right note, or if they haven't came into your life the right way, you can pick those things up. Those things would be easy to pick up when it comes to them being in your life. It should be easy for you to pick up. You can see right off the bat that they're jealous, that they're self-centered, they don't really care about you. It's all about them. Like some of these things, Queen Keish, what's good? So some of these things you can actually pick up and see beforehand. You feel me? You can see these things beforehand. But I think that sometimes females, they'll tend to want something to work more than it's worth putting together to make it work. Like, I think that has a lot to do with it. I think that has a lot to do with it. Some relationships you want to work, friendships now, some friendships you want to work, so you go through any and everything to make it work for whatever reasons, whether it's just to prove that you can be the best friend ever, the best BFF, or whatever. You'll go through all of the loops and bounds to make it work, and it's costing you more than it's worth. Not to say that the person's not a good person, but some things are toxic in itself. Some relationships are like that. Shucks, man. Hold on. All right. Some relationships are toxic, right? So you'll get yourself caught up in relationships that are more toxic. I'm used to the green screen and all that stuff. How about it? So you'll get yourself in relationships that are more toxic, and the more that you put the energy into something, you're wasting time, energy to something that is not actually going to work. It's not going to work out. Now, I recently have inquired some newer friends, right? At my job, right? It's a good dude. And so I don't have to do too much proving myself to him. I just be myself, let him see who I am. And if I feel in my heart that that's a decent relationship, friendship to have, you understand, then I will let it be like what it is. That's my man, that's my boy. But I won't try to overexert or do things to win a friendship. I guess I'm saying it the right way. You don't have to win friendships. You being yourself should be enough for an individual to say, I like that person. I want to be a friend to him. You understand? See, if you do too much in a friendship, you're going to produce haters more than you would a friend. I think I might be right. I might be right. You'll produce more hate in a friendship than you would produce loyalty, true friends. So we have to try not to put so much into your friendships other than being yourself. And when it's time to add to the friendship, add and impute. Give something back in the friendship. Remember, friendships is either going to add or take away from you. You'll have plenty of time to prove who you are to a person and your loyalty to the friendship. You have time to do that. Don't work so hard at wanting to put all of your energy out there when they're not putting nothing out in the friendship in itself? Something to think about. All right, I'm at 6%. I'm gonna wait till it gets down to about 4%. Then I have to end the live stream. You feel me? So I like cutting it close. I'm living on the edge, y'all. I'm living on excitement. You feel me? So when I get down to 4%, I'm gonna have to cut the live stream short. But yeah, I think about these things, man. You know, I've had good friends, and I have people who in the past just been like some real crappy people to be friends with. I mean, that's just the reality. But I'm now more cautious about who I let into my circle, because not everybody is worthy of a crown, the title. They're not worthy of things. They're not. Okay, I'm gonna do a brief tour with the little bit I have. I told you I don't have no more. I don't have no more. I'm staying in the guest house, y'all. All right. Oh, what the heck is this? I didn't even know you had a waterfall here. All right. Ouch. Oh, you got the waterfall going? All right, cool. Huh? Do you got the water warming up? The big pool? All right, cool. Because if he has that warming up, I might get in the pool myself. I can show y'all everything, because I don't know if he wants me to show you all the time. The giant house, but it's gorgeous. He might not want to show his whole entire house, man. You know, trying to get funny about that. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not supposed to be doing this, but let me see. My battery's about to die, so I'll just show a piece of his house. Okay? I don't think I'm supposed to be in here with this stuff, but hey. I'm just showing y'all some, because my battery is so freaking about to die. All right. He got guest house, guest rooms, all this stuff. All right, I don't think I could show, man. His trees in his yard are like stupid big, y'all. Move, baby. All right. Still rocking. I mean, it's a headache. The jacuzzi. Yeah. Okay, cool. Got it. All right, it ain't warming up. It's still cold, man. Forget that. I might just put a toe in there. That's about it. I ain't getting in there. They ain't gonna be freezing me in this camp. Cold water I can't do, man. Your boy cannot do. So I got the guest house, man. Yeah, so I'm staying in the guest house for the day. All right, y'all. I am not about to mess around and get in no cold water. Not today. My head was not feeling good from the jump. You feel me, y'all? So I don't think. All right, let me see something. Hold on. Okay, cool. So I don't think that I'm gonna mess around getting no cold water until that water get warm. Then I might get in. All right, you might see me in the jacuzzi. Might have me a little, might just feel good with that. All right. No doubt, man. Y'all come. Hey, my brother is so nice, man. My brother is he's one of the illest brothers ever. Like, trust me, Chris Brown his daughter had his birthday party here. Who else? Sean Kingston, the singer, rapper, whatever, Sean Kingston, his mother catered that party. And, actually catered a barbecue my brother had. She made all of this like Jamaican food and all this stuff and brought it over. So there's a couple of different stars that come through and parlay and chill at this particular house. But nah, I'm telling you, he's so cool that if you had a barbecue, you can actually come in, but you can't take, he won't let you take pictures. Like, say Chris Brown was here. Chris Brown comes here a lot, but he will not let you take pictures because he gets angry. He'll get real angry if he see you taking pictures of the people and all that stuff. But other than that, by all means, come and mingle, come eat, come grill, come drink, come have fun. That's the big bro I got. So, let me see. Okay, cool. 4%. Down to 4%, y'all. I hate to end this live stream. She went out with my mom, man. She went to, I don't know where they went at, man. They went somewhere. They went riding. And I told her I was going to fall back because my head was hurting. But, so then I decided to jump on the live. So I didn't even get into bed, man. I just been up on live. I should have been laying down trying to get rid of this headache. But Queen C is, she went, with my mom, man. She went to, somewhere. I don't know. Yeah, it could be some jet lag. Could be. I don't know. But, I just wasn't feeling all that well, but I've been on this live stream for an hour and 33 minutes. So obviously, yeah, I'm starting to feel a little better. But what I will do is I'm going to let this phone charge up to 100%. And who knows? I might go back live again. This is just a good celebration, you know? You feel me? This is just a celebration for me. You feel me? And you know, I'm enjoying myself. Matter of fact, here she go. You know, she came through the door and she right on time just spoke you up. Everybody asking where you was and was saying hey and all that good stuff.
Oh.
So I'm live. You want to say hey? Just wave to everybody. They see you in the mirror.
Oh, they can see me in the mirror.
Oh, they can see you right now. Just wave to everybody. Say what's up.
Hey. Yeah,
all right, there she go, everybody. Queen C in the building. So what y'all get me? About to rock out, y'all. He's warming up the
Where's my donuts?
He's warming the jacuzzi up and the pool up. So once this headache completely goes, I think I'm gonna get in that pool.
Oh my God.
You forgot the donuts?
My donuts is not in the bag. Let me charge this.
Yeah, my phone, man, is so dying.
Donuts.
I don't know what's wrong with my phone, man. It's just, it will not hold the charge good.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Maybe because I was on live. I don't know. Hey, what's up, man? What's good, Megalodon? Peace. So considering that this phone is going to be dying. Oh, yeah, Megalodon. I'm over here in Cali. I know you in Cali, man. What's up? I was downtown L.A. Tomorrow, I'm going to be going to a couple of places tomorrow. Like, some of the people was putting it in the chat, man. I'll be all over the place tomorrow. We went to the Hollywood sign. Yeah, we was doing a whole lot, man. You feel me? Oh, you in the Bay. All right, no doubt. You wait. Okay, you out there. So you in the Bay. No doubt, man. So I think, yeah, tomorrow's going to be an adventurous day, man. We got a lot planned. But before I go, I want to go snorkeling. And so I think that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm definitely going to try to do that, man. But love you guys. I appreciate y'all to no end. Thank you for tuning in and chilling with your boy Ace. You know, that's all I got for y'all. But y'all put it in my chat, man. I forgot what we was going to be talking about that fast. You feel me? I forgot. So put it in the chat so that way we can build on it later or build on it tomorrow. I'll be giving y'all some more updates. I'll be giving y'all a little bit more tours. All right? So tune in. This is your boy Ace from Ace Corner Talk. Love y'all. Peace.